So, I don't know how many of you remember the discussion from last week. So, today morning, I was kind of sharing the same thought with my sister, who is also a heartfulness trainer. She lives in India, in Kanha Ashram, actually. So, what Daji announced this weekend, since we are getting closer to this birth anniversary celebrations, and he asked people to take as many individual sittings as possible. And then my sister is saying, "Oh, we have to have that seriousness." Then I asked her, "What do you mean by seriousness?" So if I'm going from place A to B, I should go straight to B instead of thinking of stopping at 10 places. So if you're stopping at 10 places, you're not serious about going from A to B. I said, how serious I should be if I'm already at B? See, this is a problem that we don't recognize, we don't realize we are at B already. I mean, we are already at our goal destination. If that is the case, then how should I think about my destination or goal, right? So we don't like it. If there is no journey, we don't like it. We don't want to give that attention to realize, recognize that we are already there. And you will see this thought process in pretty much all spiritual systems, not just one. You listen to Lao Tzu. What is that called in Chinese? I forgot. Yo yo, something like that. That means do nothing, right? And the whole Lao Tzu's teaching is based on how to do nothing, right? Or act accordingly, act as much needed. And you read to Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. What does he tell you? Hmm? He tells you, like, if there is a problem, there are two ways to deal with the problem. Don't think of the problem too much, but attend to it. And the second thing is ignore the problem will go away. There also do minimum. All spiritual systems talk about doing minimum, right? Including if you go to Gita, Gita says, those who see uh, action in non-action, inaction. It's very confusing. Inaction is like you treat it. So those who see action in non-action and non-action in action, right? So that means if there is a lot of action, you are seeing there is no action. And that is the true spiritually evolved soul. That's what according to the Gita. And again, going back to the Eckhart Tolle, he says there is a silence behind the sound. Can you hear the silence behind the sound? It's always again going back to something which is nothing. So the whole idea of this practice is about becoming that stillness, becoming that nothing. And there you see it, there you feel it. That doesn't mean we become thoughtless. That doesn't mean we don't take any actions. That doesn't mean we just sit and, become couch potatoes. That's not what it means. Even to become a couch potato, I have to turn on the TV. I have to do something about it. Yesterday, like, I was asking my son, what happened in your school? What did you do today? He said, nothing. I told him, only God can do nothing. Are you God? I said. Then he said, oh, God created the world. But he created the world by doing nothing. He didn't do anything to create the world. He just said like this and it happened. He probably just waved his hand, right? And then even if he has created the world, he rested after seventh day. And then he was never active again. That's what the Old Testament says, right, Susan? Mm. So, it's interesting how we can bring that total self-centeredness, you know, becoming one with it. Like I was saying, if you are this whole becoming one with it, if it is infinite, wherever you are, it's at infinity. I don't have to travel infinity to become infinity. That is the beauty of being at infinity. Wherever I am with infinity. So if I'm already with the infinity, where should I go? So that is why meditation is about thinking that I am already with it. I don't have to achieve anything in meditation. So if I'm saying I want peace, I have to achieve something. That means I am at non-peace. If I want to reach some goal, that means I am not with the goal. You see, it starts the moment I say I have to do something in meditation, it's already taking a negative connotation. If I'm already there, and then I'm waiting for it to be revealed by itself, then I'm attentive. I don't have to do anything at the same time. That attention, being attentive and not doing anything is called witness. The moment I interact with it, the moment I try to control it, it is no longer witness. Then I become the actor. In witness, I am not the actor. I am completely detached. Then only I can become witness. So all this detachment which they talk about, desirelessness they talk about, detachment doesn't mean I should leave my family and go away somewhere. I'm still attached to my body. My body has to survive. I have to feed it. I have to take care of its needs. That is not detachment. Here, the detachment is where I become a witness and then I'm watching. I'm seeing that silence behind the sound. You know, like in India, one of the saint, you go to him and he say, "Oh, I am in lot of troubles." He'll ask you the question, "Who is in trouble? Who is suffering? Who are you?" And this whole question translated to, "Who am I?" If anyone asks, this question to themselves, "Who am I?" All that he can think of is all the past, right? You are made of what happened in the past. And you are suffering because of the anticipation of the future. So we are struggling between past and future. I can only come to the present when my mind comes in contact with this ultimate goal, essence. That's why the prayer is to establish that goal in our mind. Meditation is to meditate with the goal. That means you are already with the goal. If these two things are, followed, and of course the impressions, which is altering that superconscious state, when they are removed, so I become a perfect harmony. I become one with that nature, in tune with nature. And that is what we are trying. And it doesn't require any effort. I don't have to have too much, I don't have to be serious about it. And when I apply the same attitude in life, at work and everywhere, everything aligns around you somehow, right? So we are creating what's happening around us. Now, how do I change it? When my mind comes in contact with the goal, the nature aligns with me. That means everything around me aligns. That creates peace, that creates harmony, that creates everything around me. Try it. So far, whatever we heard is all theories. But I mean, from last 1 week, I kind of made a sort of resolution in my mind. I must prove it to myself, whatever I am talking. Otherwise, it's just a talk. Just words, nothing else. So we must prove this ideology. It should not become an ideology, it should become a practical implementation. Otherwise, many lives have passed in that ideology without really, knowing it, realizing it. What is the point, right? We are proud about our ideologies, we are proud about our knowing, knowledge, information. But what if I cannot implement it in my life? So let's try to implement this. It doesn't take any effort. You just have to make that determination and then work on it. You know. All right. So, any comments, questions, anything you guys want to share?
You want to share what Bandara is and what's happening, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
So there is only one thing happens. We meditate more, right? And then we eat good food. And it's a gathering, so you get to see many people. So typically, this birth anniversary celebrations of our past masters. In February, it's Lalaji, the first Grand Master, uh, the celebrations of his birth anniversary. So this time they are doing it in two batches in India. I'll share with you the timings so that you can sit in those timings for meditation if that suits you again. Uh, so typically the because of that egregore, everyone come together and meditate with the same idea, the effect is multifold. Basically that's the idea of the celebrations, to come together and meditate. So everyone get together in the meditation hall, about 50,000-60,000 people, and across the world everyone is meditating at the same time, creates that effect, that positiveness, positive vibes across the globe, and also the more positive vibes within you. That's the most important thing. And so that's why our teachers have called it, the grace descends during these times, because everyone is meditating. So that's the significance of these celebrations. So everyone will meditate 2 or 3 times in a day as a group, and people tend to read, sit in a corner, and not do much activities and gossip, other than some voluntary work, cleaning, and taking care of the arrangements, things like that. Um, and of course, the food is always great. So a lot of food, and canteen, and then there is a common place where you all can go and eat, huge dining hall. That's a typical what we call bandara, means celebration. So, so we'll also meditate during that time. I'll share those timings on the WhatsApp.